Hello.
Hello.
So it's been a while again. And we've wanted to do podcasts for quite a long time, I think. We actually just got a tripod today, so we can actually put the phone in the car and sit in front of it and, do this video now, which is great. We have no excuse to not do one anymore. Sometimes we've been walking in the forest and doing all sorts of stuff, and we're like, oh, I'd just love to have a podcast here, but then you can't find the right rock or the right tree branch or whatever. But now we don't have any excuses anymore, do we?
Yeah,
So,
but that's not the topic of this video.
Yeah, that is not the topic of this video. So, drum roll, dun, 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 I just got laid off my
Yep.
job.
So
My favorite job, the job I've liked more than any other job I've ever done in my life, just before the end of my probation. So I had, pardon my English, I had a 3-month probation, and basically the day before, they just made the snap decision out of nowhere to lay me off. There wasn't like any negative comments or anything. They were super happy for my professionalism, for my agreeableness. They've said that if I want a reference, they'll write me an incredible reference. There wasn't really anything they could say. It just happened kind of instantly out of nowhere. I was just about to go into a meeting. I was sitting at a table waiting for the meeting to start, and I got an email. I lost my access, and then I was like, uh-oh, that's not good. I hope that's a mistake. And then right as I was in the meeting room, I got kicked out of the meeting room because I lost my access there as well. And I was like, all right, I'm going to lose my job. This is how it happens. I haven't been fired from a job in 12 years, and I wouldn't even say that the one 12 years ago was a firing. So this is actually a first for me. Like this is honestly a first for me. I really put, like, my wife is my witness. I really poured my heart into this job. And it was a lot of fun. I loved the work that I was doing. It started off a little bit kind of with stuff that I wasn't really super good at, but I just knuckled down and did it. It was fantastic. But anyway, point is, I don't have it anymore. So there's no point even really talking about it. What there is a point talking about is that how this is all in God's plan.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, because obviously we're not gonna just cut God out of this, but
No.
we believe that He is in every detail of our lives.
Amen.
And yeah, this is gonna start a new chapter for us, I think.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And you need the rest as well.
Oh,
You need
yeah.
the time off.
I'm currently really sick. If you can't see it written all over my face, and the last couple of things I've had from people is, oh, you look like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, and oh mate, you look absolutely like death, and blah 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 blah. And I've just I haven't really had it physically kick in, but I think I might be burned out. I think I might be overstressed. I think I might be a whole lot of stuff. I got a lot of floaters in my eyes. Like, that's usually the first sign for me. If I'm looking around and there's all these little floaters and little shadows and stuff following me, that's like the first sign of kind of high blood pressure and too much cortisol and too much stress. And I have tons of those in my eyes right now. I haven't been sleeping all that well either.
Praise be to God, we have a place to stay.
For 4 months.
Yeah, for
rent
4
free.
months, and you're still gonna get another month of salary, or 2 months of
2
salary.
months. So basically almost 2 months.
Yeah.
I'll get all of this month, and then essentially 3 out of 4 weeks of next month, more or less. So I'll be
Yeah, and you'll see what happens to us. I think right now we're just gonna focus on praying and seeking God's face even more.
And we'll have tons more time for videos.
Yeah.
Tons more time, because this work has been it's taken everything. It's definitely eaten 100% into our time in the Bible. It's eaten into me spending time with my sister, with my family, with my mom. It's essentially just been like a bad marriage. It's a great job, and I'm not going to say that God didn't bless me with an incredible job. I walked out of another job into this one, and it has just been absolutely wonderful. And I'm going to really miss the people. I went all the way down to Melbourne to meet some of the most kind of older members of the company. It's a shock. I'm not trying to downplay, and I understate the fact that this just completely came out of nowhere. Like I didn't have any feedback that remotely even smelled like I was going to lose my job. And what I was told is, hey, look, we had basically 1 day to fire you or to lay you off, whatever. To end your contract was the word that my boss used. It wasn't my boss, but it was the person who's now my boss after they joined the company very recently. So they were in a very difficult and invidious position because they had zero feedback to give me, and it was just a decision made immediately. There wasn't really any preparation time for them either. And they said, 100% not personal. If you want a reference, please ask. We'll give you an incredible reference. Her words were, thank you just for taking this so professionally. And she was really kind of, I think, shocked because given the situation and given the circumstances, I really had to channel the Spirit of Christ to really not just like lose myself essentially. Because obviously there's like the 5 stages of grief. The first is kind of like the doubt, then there's the fear, then there's like the fury. And I sort of had to go through all of these like 5 stages. I don't know what the other 2 are. I don't know what order, and I don't care. I had to go through all of them extremely quickly, and I'm really grateful for you, darling, that you were there. And Amanda was going to the shopping center, and I told her like right before the conversation was about to happen. I just knew with losing all my accesses, you don't just lose one access by mistake, or you can lose one by mistake, but the second one and the third one, no way. That's it. It's done. And you just came running straight back to where I was sitting in the library to have the conversation, and just there to be with me. And I love you so much, and there's no one else I would rather do this with, and I don't want to cry on camera. But yeah,
I love you too, and we're in this together, and God has a plan, and maybe that's the message for you in this video as well, that sometimes life, will throw you a curveball, but God is still there, and he looks out for us, and he's in control. Yeah,
and I just turned down 2 job offers, literally yesterday afternoon. Bad timing, but again, at the same time, as you said, well, maybe those are 2 you weren't meant to have either, So, we have no idea what is in store for us. We have been praying for the Lord to really open doors and close doors, and to really guide us. And this is about as closed as a door can get now.
Yep.
It is very confusing. We did flip a coin and it landed on Japan, and that was a lot that we cast, but at the same time, it's God can change his mind, in that sense, or maybe not change his mind. That might be a bad way to put it, but he works with us and how we work as well, and maybe if we hadn't got such a nice car, and if we hadn't planted the seeds here and the roots here that we kind of did in such a short time, maybe that would have just been a quick and easy done deal. Because I did change my mind, or we changed our mind when we got here for 2.5 months, and we only just recently started up this whole thing to go to Japan. So anyway, no point talking about what has already passed away. My mum, I wanted to just read this quick verse my mum sent me. She said, "Peace I live with you, my peace I give to you. Not as the world gives you do I give to you. Do not let your heart be troubled, nor let it be fearful." That's John 14:27.
Amen.
And that's exactly what I want to embody right now. My mum just sent that to me immediately as soon as I told her. That was the first thing that the Spirit put on her heart as well. And we'll have to change a fair bit of our sort of living conditions and so on now, but for the next 4 months we don't have to pay any rent or anything. I have quite a bit of time to see how things are going. I just had a conversation with my sister this morning about getting loans and about buying land and so on and so forth, so I think we can close the book on that at the moment as well. So who knows, at least I have in-demand skills, but at the same time, maybe as you said, maybe this is proof that I'm not even meant to be in IT anymore. Who knows?
We don't know anything at this point. But God knows, and we'll just have to see. Yeah,
and you can't serve God and man, and you can't serve God and money, and I have been making a pretty ludicrous amount of money. And I can say that this job has I've taken it very seriously, and it's taken me very far away from the Lord as well. And I've done what I what I kind of can. But yeah, I mean, this is as far as I go in this company. And I did say to them, hey, look, no hard feelings. If you need me, you know my contact details. Give me a message and let's talk and figure it out again. But yeah, and my boss, she was pretty shocked that I said that, and she said, you're really taking this so much better than I ever expected you would. And I don't take that as a cop-out either, because I think it was just the situation and the circumstances that this whole thing was on. It utterly just came completely out of left field, like a king hit in the back of the head. But this can happen. And yeah, now I need to figure out essentially what I'm supposed to do and what we're supposed to do. And I know that God will be there for us. And now that this gigantic distraction from him is gone, I think both of us will be able to hear his voice a lot more clearly. Anything is possible now. I could help you with the game now. Yeah, I can finally actually have some time to spend time with my family and to enjoy, a bit. And I believe that the work will always be there, and I can always go and talk to an employment agency and say, hey, here's my massive CV and all my references and everything, what can you give me? And I can always start here and work my way up, or start here for a time being and then go to jump another job into there. Who knows? Anything is possible with faith in God and knowing that he's with us. We're two are gathered, he's with us here. And I would be in utter ruins without Christ. So this would be like losing a member of the family because of the amount of effort I've put into this. And maybe that's also a sign that there was too much personal involvement in this whole thing as well, because I really like this job, and I don't know. Yeah, who knows? Whatever. I'm just rambling now, basically. So yeah.
Anyways.
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, and thanks for watching.
Yeah.
And we'll see you.
And whatever has ever happened to you, don't give up on the Lord. Like, don't give up on him. Draw near to him, and he'll draw near to you. And yeah, I don't blame myself like in this at all. This is God's decision, and for God's decision, you don't blame yourself. Like, you don't blame yourself. Like, it's in the world. It's to walk after the flesh to blame my boss, or to say, like, why didn't my boss come and tell him directly myself? And that was the only thing I actually had to say was, it would have just been nice if you guys had any inkling or any reason that you would want to let me go, that you would have said, hey, we have this one thing that we just are finding it really hard to reconcile. Can you please help us out here? And that never happened. And that is another reason why I also think this is God's decision, because God just decides things like that, and he doesn't leave doors partially open. He just goes, boom, this is it. Like, he doesn't play games with our hearts, with our minds. He knows what we need. And he doesn't treat us like toys, So yeah, but thank you for listening to us. And yeah, I have no regrets. And so we'll see what the future brings. I'm just really grateful that we do have 4 months of rent-free, utility-free place to live in, at the minimum, and God has provided us, and that's an entire 7 months to count it up. That's over half a year, more than half your visa here. Who knows? Maybe we'll even return to Sweden after all of this. Maybe there'll be a chance to go back to Sweden and to spend time with family over there, and to support them over there as well. That's always a possibility as well. So yeah. Yeah. Anything else? No.
I don't think so.
Yep.
God bless, and stay tuned, and I think we're excited to see what God has in store.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, God bless you, and thank you so much. And yeah, may the Lord's peace be with you.
Yeah, amen.
See ya.